Okay, hello. Here we go again. Let me tell you that I had to record this thing again because my video, I put it in one part, and when I just reviewed the video, it was in another part. Let me tell you this. I'm going to ask you to make a video answering the questions I'm going to answer right now, but I will recommend you some things. Number one, I will do this video because I want to check how much time I used to answer the questions and therefore tell you how much time you are going to need. Okay. Another thing is that if there's some vocabulary that you need to learn from me or from the questions or something that you don't understand and I think that you don't know that vocabulary, then I'm going to be helping you how to do it. Number three, I need your face. I need your picture. This quarantine has shown me that a voice without a face is not so good. So when you make your video, I need that you appear in there reading on or answering the questions. I really need it, guys. It's really hard to just be listening and listening. I'm sorry, I have some hiccups. Well, another observation, try to use this platform. If you have a computer and you can open Zoom from there, what I usually do, what I'm doing right now is I am recording. I enter a session, I am the host, but I am just, I am not inviting anyone to do this, and I'm recording. So when I finish the recording, it is very easy for me to just send the video to WhatsApp. I know that some of you have had some problems with doing the sending of the videos because apparently your videos are too big or something. So if you can do it from a computer using Zoom, making a recording, you should do it. Okay, I hope that I can make it, so I hope that it can happen for you too. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. Okay, this is the part that we're taking right now. You're going to make a video reading and answering all the next questions. It is important to give reasons why in most of the questions. I mean, you read the question, you answer the question, and you tell me why. I am evaluating speaking. If I don't listen to you speak, I don't know what is your level, if your level is going up or if your level is staying in the same level you have. Remember, I am evaluating your speaking. The more you speak, the better your grade. Okay? The more you speak, the better your grade. Okay? So if you answer shortly, your grade is going to be short. But if you give me a lot of answers, it's going to be good for you. Question number one. Let's go to question number one. Do you agree that your clothes send a message? Yes. Yes, I do. I think that all the time, not all the time, maybe sometimes your clothes send a message. When I'm teaching, my message is, hey, hello, I am a teacher. When I wear a polo shirt, I say my message is, I am a teacher, but I am not very formal. I am a casual person who just likes to be fresh, and I like to teach in this form. Um, People send messages. If you see a person with a suit, then the message is this is a professional man, usually, right? If you see a man or a woman in jeans and tennis shoes and casual clothes, then you say, oh, this person is possibly um, a fresh guy, a person who wants to be popular, a person who is not really like what, a conflicted person. I don't know. I do think that the clothes send a message. Okay. Question number two. What do your clothes say about you? Again, my message is I am a teacher. Look at me. This is the message. I work at G&G Academy and English matters. Remember. So my message when I am a teacher is that I am a fresh teacher. That I am not really serious. That I am not really strict, that I like to feel comfortable when I'm teaching. That's the message I think I send when I dress for going to work. Would you wear new romantic clothes if a friend paid you $100? What is a new romantic? Remember, you're learning this on page number 62. This is a new romantic. Look at that. Can you imagine Mr. Ki-bher? Can you imagine Mr. Ki-bher wearing that clothes for $100? If my students told me that I have to wear this kind of clothes for $100, I would think it. I would consider it. I need the money. But I know that my friend would just do it for fun. So I think that he would like to make fun of me. And nowadays people would be recording me. So maybe I won't do it. Maybe I won't do it. I am a very shy person. So I wouldn't do that. I don't like these types of challenges. But for $100, I just think that I would like to see the person if they tell me that they have the challenge for me. In that moment, I would consider it. If you were very wealthy, wealthy is rich, very rich, extremely rich. Okay. If you were very wealthy, would you buy designer clothes? Um, I don't know. I think again it would have to be depending on the situation. I am not rich, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy designer clothes ever, but I don't know. Maybe if I had the money and I could have the opportunity to go to these designing places and the clothes I see, I like them. And if I have enough money to buy it, I think I would do it. But I also know about many entrepreneurs and millionaires that just wear normal clothes, like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and other people. So I think it's not necessary. They have a lot of money and they don't need it. So I don't think it would change in my life too. What would you do with the money? I would really like to use a lot of money to impact on youth, because if you can tell the people that there's other ways to live life and trying to learn the good skills they need to learn when they are young, I think that that's the moment where they can learn a lot of abilities. And I would like to spend a lot of money educating these people so they can be better at age 20, 25, and they have life solved in that time. So I think I would do it. Let's go for number 5. Would you shave your head if it were for charity? Would I shave my head if it were for charity? I want to say I just did it like 3 or 4 weeks ago and I regret it. I didn't like the way I saw myself, but it's like when the barber was just, I don't know, cutting my hair, I said like, okay, I just have to deal with it. But I think that if it were for charity, I wouldn't do it. If it were for charity, I think I would do something different. I think that I would just give the money. I would make like another activity, a more impacting activity than just cutting my hair, shaving my head. I know a friend who did it, a woman, and I saw her and she was like, she was not bald, but she cut her hair very, very short. And I told her like, what happened to you? And she told me, no, it's just I helped a girl for making a wig, and she is going to wear it because she has cancer. So I said like, it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea that they did, but I wouldn't do it. Not in my case. I don't think it's a good idea. I think I would do something different. Like maybe you know this, No Shave November. There is an activity that happens in November for men, and it's called No Shave November, where you don't have to shave. I tried doing it 3 years ago or 4 years ago, and at day number 14, I was like, I didn't have much beard, but when I did it, I was like, this is not necessary. I look not so well and I don't feel well and I don't want to continue with this. So I think that there's something else to do than just shaving your head or doing something like this. I think that you can do something more. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? One of my favorite countries to live is the USA, not because of what they have, but I also let me tell you that I enjoy the culture. I have studied American culture for a long time because I'm an English teacher and I have learned from many TV programs from the USA, history in the USA. I have taught in bilingual schools as well. So I think that the USA are a great option. People have offered me living in Canada, but it's not something that calls my attention, or going to Europe because I think life is really hectic in there, in my opinion. I would like to live in Barcelona though, but I think that the American culture really has my attention. So I would like to live in New York, or maybe Ohio. I recently visited Ohio, some part like that. It's fine for me. 7. If you had the power to change one thing in history, what would you change? There's a moment that I would really like to change, and it's the first moment where Eve took this forbidden fruit. People think it's an apple. People think it was an apple. The Bible doesn't mention what fruit it was, but I want to say that if I could have the opportunity to change something in history, I think I would do that. But if there would be another situation, maybe, I don't know, stop some war or something really, really impacting would be really cool, I think. Would you consider having cosmetic surgery? No, 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 and no. I wouldn't like to consider. I wouldn't like to even consider cosmetic surgery. I think that I'm not like attractive or something. That's my opinion, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't change my nose or my eyes or my eyebrows, or just I'm getting bald. I am not having hair, and some people say, "Ah, no, but you can put some hair." I wouldn't do it. I am just happy with the way I am. I'm not the best. I don't have the perfect body or the perfect face, but I don't think that I would change something. About my opinion with other people doing it, I think it's, if I don't know, it's if they feel fine doing it, well, they have to do it. But I think that you have to accept yourself, and obviously you have to take care of your body and your face and try to look good for society and for yourself, mostly for yourself. But if they feel happy, I have no problem. Make a wish about your ideal job. I want to say something about making wishes, because there's going to be something that you are not going to understand if you don't see it. So I would like you to study page number 65 and the lookbooks, in the lookbooks, and you have to see that you can say, I wish I were. I wish I were. So remember that usually you say I was, but in this case, because you are not expressing past, you are expressing wishes, then you can say were. I wish I were. So make a wish about your ideal job. I wish I were an online teacher like right now. It's happening really nice. I am enjoying my quarantine. I just have to say that we need to improve our experience in some in a lot of things, but I wish I were a permanent online teacher, because I don't have to move from my house. I don't have to travel. Remember, I was having a lot of hectic time going to Dulce Nombre, then going to Gracias, coming back to Santa Rosa, going back again. All this movement, I think it was affecting me, and it will affect me in the future if I continue doing it. And just working from home, I think it's my ideal job under some conditions. I don't like that right now we're doing it because we are obligated to do it. Another thing is, I wouldn't like that students have quarantine. I wish the students were more prepared with the technology. I wish this were a permanent job and with a better salary. And I wish I were better at editing videos and things like that, because obviously this is what I have. It's not so much, but it's my best effort at the moment. Okay, I know I have to be better every day, and I will do it. Okay, I will do it for my students and for myself. um Make a wish about what you change about yourself. I think I wish I were more disciplined at living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, I wish I were more disciplined at exercising because I have the machines. I also live in an area where I can exercise, and I don't do it. So I think I wish I were more disciplined about my healthy lifestyle. Make a wish about what you'd like someone else to stop doing. I wish all governments could stop being corrupted. They are taking away money from many people in need. And I think that if they could stop all that, life would be better. I think that they need to be punished to be an example for all the other people who would like to feel corrupt. I think corruption is growing because many people are being corrupted and nothing happens to them. They don't go to jail. They don't. I don't know. They don't get punished. I don't think that punishments are the best option. But if you're doing something wrong, you should be punished and you should pay for that. And if you are a corrupt person, you shouldn't be living the life because I don't like you. Okay, so I think that you. I think people could. I wish people would stop being corrupted, so life can be better for everyone uh, who needs it. Okay, or who is being affected by corruption. Number 12, make a wish about a fantastic ability. Let me tell you, I was telling you in the other video, I just, you will not watch the other video, but I was telling you, when I was little, I had these frequent dreams that I could fly. And it was crazy because I never thought about it when I was conscious. So when I was sleeping, I don't know, maybe it happens to you too. Like you have a constant dream that you can fly, and it was really interesting because I just run like some to get some impulse, and then I could have the ability to fly and see and go to different places and see different places. It was crazy. It was really crazy. And I am telling you this because one of these days, like 1 month ago, I had the same dream. And then all my childhood came because I used to have this dream like 2 or 3 times every week, but I think it stopped when I was a teenager. I don't know. And then it just came again, and I could fly even though I was fat. So, because I could fly as an adult. And I think like, wow, all my childhood was back again because I had this ability in my dreams. So I wish I could fly. Okay, I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch. I can touch the sky. I hope you have heard that song. Number 13, make a wish about what you'd like to change about the world. Um, I don't know. There's so many things you can change, but I already mentioned that I wish corruption could stop. So I wish I would like to change corrupted people, and I wish I could prepare my students better when they are teenagers and they could receive a better education. I think that all of the mistakes we make is because our education was guiding us in a different way than now it's. And when you are an adult, you realize that all you learn is not something that you really needed. I am so happy to have students that now have opened their eyes and they have better forms of learning, not just going to university. I'm not saying going to university is bad. I think it's something you have to do. uh, People are saying right now that going to university is useless. I think it's not. I think it's very good that somebody can be a doctor, somebody can be a scientist, somebody can be an odontologist, a lawyer, a teacher. Yes, it's really important to have these people. But so many people are saying that school is not important anymore. I believe that school is really important. I am who I am because of the school I received, and with the right tools, I think that, of course, I think that I could make many changes in education, but I consider that that I would like to give better education to the teenagers than the one that they are receiving right now. Number 14, make a wish about a regular ability that you cannot do. I have a regular ability. I can play soccer, but I think that I wish I were a better soccer player because I am horrible at playing soccer. I love the sport, but I am not good at it. And I wish I were more um, impacting at playing this game. Okay. How often do you go shopping for clothes? I don't buy too many clothes. I usually buy a full outfit when I have the opportunity, maybe in December for the holidays, maybe on my birthday, sometimes on my birthday. It's like, look, when you're an adult, you don't need clothing. It's just to impress people. I remember that when I got married, I stopped trying to be so nice. And let me tell you, one day I was wearing a t-shirt with a hole, and my wife looked at me and she told me, "Are you going to go out like that?" And I told her, "Baby, I don't have to impress anyone." And she said, "But you have to impress me." And I told her, "And don't you feel impressed for what you see?" And so it's funny because I maybe people think that when they get married they don't have to impress anyone else, but of course you have to look good. Of course you have to be nice, and of course you have to take care of yourself, not just for yourself, but because the others are watching you. And well, I'm a teacher, you have to look good in front of society, because if I don't look so good, people are going to say, "Oh, that's not a teacher," or "That teacher doesn't look good." Many people don't judge you but by what you wear, but a lot of people do. A lot of people judge you because you don't look so well. So I think that you should look good, but well, again, for going back to the question, I don't usually buy so many clothes. Um, I don't know why I clap every time I change the question. If you won 16, if you won $200 on the lottery, how much would you spend on clothes? I think I wouldn't spend money on clothes. Maybe I would buy some jeans or a t-shirt, some tennis shoes, or some shoes. Maybe I would spend like 50 or $100. But the other money I would like to spend it on food, because I love food. I prefer food than clothing. All right, number 17. Do you look at the brand when you buy clothes? No, I don't. I don't look at the brand when I buy clothes. Obviously, if the brand is a good one, I try to prefer it because I know the quality. I have heard from so many people that it is better to spend a lot of money on a very good quality brand than spending something like saving some money on something cheap and then they are not good. Like t-shirts, for example, when it is not good quality or not a good brand, when you use it, when you wear it, it just uh, lasts for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. But when you buy a very good T-shirt, which is a very good brand, then people use it like 1 year or 2 years. So I think that the question goes more for, if you like what you see for the brand, would you buy it? I think that I don't care about that. I just care if I like it, I buy it, and if I have the money, of course. But if I don't like it, I don't care. Even if it is not something that is recognized, I would buy it. If I like it, I would buy it. 18. I was going to clap again. 18. How much did you spend on the last thing you bought? Hmm. I don't remember. I don't remember how much I spent on the last thing I bought, but I remember that, well, I can tell you that usually what I spend on jeans is 600 lempiras. I don't like to pay more for that. And when I buy some clothes like shirts or t-shirts, I usually spend 300, 400, 500, 600. No more than that. I think that if you spend more money on clothing, it's not necessary. It's just a piece of fabric that you're buying, so you shouldn't spend too much money. I hate buying shoes, because they are really expensive. You are like, come on, it's just a pair of shoes. It's not. I am not cheap. I am just thinking and considering that um, buying clothes shouldn't be so expensive. It's my opinion, okay? Number 19, would you go out without looking in the mirror first? Yes, I would do it. I would go out without looking in the mirror. I think that many people would feel not so well if they didn't look at the mirror. But I have done it many times. I don't care about my appearance. I just care about my, I don't know, my I think it's not important to look at the mirror. You can do it. You should do it, obviously, because you usually go and meet other people. But if I would go out without looking in the mirror first, yes, I would do it. That's not a problem for me. Next question. Number 20. Do you wish your friends were better dressed? I don't care about them. I have a lot of friends who don't like to wear designer clothes or special clothes or nice clothes. They sometimes just wear shorts and sandals and they wear no t-shirts. And I don't care about that. They are my friends and I care about what they can be as friends for me, not as they can be when they look very well dressed. 21. Which is more important at work, appearance or hard work? Hard work, obviously hard work. Let me tell you something though. When you work hard and you don't look good, nobody takes you into account. So you think, well, I think that appearance is also playing an important role when you are working for a company. Um, in my case, I am a teacher. I like to see teachers who look like really formal, really well dressed. And I don't dress like them, but I sometimes say, "Oh, I wish I could dress. I wish I could uh, like this type of clothing because I used I had the opportunity to wear it, but I didn't feel comfortable with that. And in the afternoon, I was sweaty and hot. I don't know. I just didn't like it. But I think hard work is more important than appearance. 22. What is the first thing you look at when you meet someone new? When I meet someone new, I don't know. It, I usually don't see what they are wearing, but it matters, I think. Not because it's important for me, but it's because of the presentation you give. Okay, if I meet a person who doesn't dress very well and I know they are professionals, I don't know. I just don't take them seriously. And but when I look at them for the first time, I don't know. I just think I see their smile or their eyes or I don't know. I have never thought about it. But definitely, I don't know. I don't care about that sometimes. Okay. Okay, read each dilemma card on exercise 8, page number 67. I think I have it. And decide what you would do in each situation. This is the part I wanted to reach with you. I'm going to read every one of the dilemma cards and I'm going to read slowly for you to understand. It's page number 67, exercise number 8. I'm going to read number 1, then number 2, 3, and 4. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And listen to it because there's some vocabulary there that maybe you don't understand. Okay, and then we're going to take a decision on what would I do in each situation. Okay, number 1, Sabrina is nearsighted and she hates her thick glasses. She's thinking about having an operation on her eyes to improve her vision, but there's a small chance she could lose her sight, and it's very unlikely it will be perfect afterwards. What would you do? Look, if you have a problem in your eyes and you have thick, very thick eyeglasses, and you're thinking about an operation, I would say take it. It says in here that there's a small chance that she could lose her sight. Small. So the probabilities are that you can improve, not fail. Um, Another thing is that maybe the operation will not go well, will not be perfect. Okay, so I think if you don't feel good and you're considering it, take it. If you go back to normal, then you just had your chance. But if you can change that and it's because you want to feel better about yourself, do it, because I think it's a very good idea. Okay. Number two, Hamish. I think, guys, I think that I prepared it here. I'm sorry. So let's have it in here. Hamish has been invited to a wedding where there will be guests from many different countries. The invitation says that everybody has to wear traditional clothes from their country. Hamish doesn't like wearing traditional clothes. What would you wear? Okay, look at this man wearing a. This is, I think it's kilt. I think it's a kilt from Scotland, and he's wearing it, and he looks like not comfortable on his clothes. If somebody told me that I have to wear these folkloric dances clothing for going to a place, I would do it. I would not feel so bad. But in this case, this man usually wears something similar to a skirt, and I think it's not a good idea. Like, again, picture this. Imagine myself like with my hairy legs. I don't have hairy legs, but I have hair. Imagine myself with a skirt. Would you like to see that? No, obviously no. Somebody say grouse or yuck or I don't know, not too good. So I think that uh, you could do two things. Number one, you shouldn't go to the party, okay? But if they are your friends, they will understand you, and I think that they will understand. But if I had the opportunity, I would just wear something from my belt, from my from my stomach up for okay, and not something like a kilt or something looking like a skirt, I think. Okay, number three, Jake's best friend is going on a demonstration against the fur trade. Fur. I remember that this pronunciation is really bad. I don't pronounce it correctly, okay? It's just like fur trade. It means I don't know. Oh, I forgot it, guys. Like traficar pieles de animales. Venta, trade is more like comercio de pieles de animales. And so you have to go to a demonstration. Jake wants to go, but some of the demonstrators are violent and there might be trouble. What would you do in Jake's position? Look, I am a very pacific guy. So I think that if there would be some trouble in the demonstrations because people are very violent, I wouldn't go. I just wouldn't go. I think that the best fight that you can do now is going to Facebook and just say that you are against that and just support it. But I don't like violence, and I am not agree with that, so I wouldn't go. I think I wouldn't go, even though I like to help. I would like to help these people. Number four, Naomi has been offered a job on a TV soap opera, but the producer wants her to have an operation on her nose first. Naomi is desperate for work, and the job pays very well and could make her a star. What would you do? Number one, you need the money. Number two, somebody tells you that you need to change your nose. Uh, hmm. Like, but the thing is that you are not sure about the job. The thing is that you are not sure about if you are going to get the job or not. So I think that you shouldn't take it. There are many other things that you can do. So I think that the best thing you can do is not going to, not taking that work, not taking that job. I think it's the best thing you can do. Okay, so I think I finished, guys. I'm sorry if I was boring you. I am going to stop recording now. I hope that you can answer as much as possible. I am going to listen to you. I really like to listen to you because I see your advances in English. Okay, so I hope you can make it.